He likes to see how long he can go without dying. So far, he's doing excellent. And if he just stays right where he is, I'm sure he'll keep up that good momentum. Let's observe the genius at work.
Hola. Me iba a mear. Vale. Ella se deja el juego aquí quieto. Me iba a mear. Y al parecer he desbloqueado otro camino. No, bueno, otro camino no, más bien una advertencia del de este que no te esté AFK, básicamente. Vale, lo que vamos a hacer ahora. ¿Cuál es? Es que me suena ese. Este.
Hello. This is a recorded message scheduled either by you or person in your place of work. The purpose of this message is to warn you about the dangers of recorded messages. If at any time you believe you are listening to a recorded message, please terminate it immediately and cease all flow of information from the recorded message into your perceptual sphere. Thank you, and have a pleasant day.
Básicamente ha dicho algo así de como: esperamos que esté teniendo un día agradable, tal. Nuestro servicio de yo entendí en masaje, ¿vale? Pero algo del trabajo. Y que no sé, algo de esperamos que esté teniendo bien su trabajo y algo así. No sé qué hacer. No sé, es que otros caminos que puedo bloquear. No, el de la puerta, a ver. Pero claro, ya está cerrada, vale. No hay nada nuevo así. El locutor tampoco ha dicho nada. Voy a apagar todos los ordenadores por a ver si hace alguna diferencia en algún momento. What? Waiting input. Input received. Un input. Apagamos. ¿Esto qué? ¿Esto no hace nada o qué? No tiene pinta. No tiene pinta que haga nada. Ok. Sinceramente, ni puta idea. No sé si eso me va a abrir alguna puerta o algo. ¡Ah! Espera. ¿Aquí atrás no hay una puerta con cerradura? No. No me dejan cerrar esa puerta, vale. Voy a intentar ir cerrando todas las puertas. No puedo, vale. Vale, seguimos. Vale. No puedo. Ninguna puerta funciona. Aquí había una reunión o algo.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Vale, antes de continuar.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Sí.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Voy a buscar. Vale. Ninguna puerta se abre.
Wow.
Vale.
Yes, this room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider.
Ha dicho algo diferente, ¿verdad? La otra vez era algo como... Ahora puede respirar tranquilo.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at
Vale,
these
mira que por
chairs and
ejemplo...
paintings. Really worth it.
Se está cabreando. Se cabrea. Mira que aquí un ratito, ¿vale?
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Lo voy a volver de los nervios. O sea, me va a tener que insultar.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
El juego estaba tratando de transmitirle un mensaje. A ver si dice algo más. Si no, ya nos vamos de aquí. Aquí no hay nada, es que aquí no hay nada. O sea, literalmente es una habitación para descansar y ya está. Ya lo he visto todo lo que hay en esta habitación. Espera un poquito a ver si dice algo, se cansa o qué. Yo sigo toqueteando. Taca, 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 taca. Estoy presionando el botón E, que es el de interactuar con todas las cosas. A ver si se pone de los nervios. No. Vale, pues seguimos.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
No. Es que por ahí... Vale, una cosa rápida.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Estoy pensando en ir otra vez allí, pero esta vez, cuando me pida puntuaciones por su tal...
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your
en vez de darle un 1, darle una buena nota, ¿vale? O sea... Dale un 5.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone. As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone?
Sí,
that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly. I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations.
Tomar decisiones es una de las cosas más importantes. Este hombre ha tomado decisiones
kilometer radius of his house.
toda su vida.
Would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
Práctica. Más o menos ha dicho que tomar decisiones es algo importante, que tienes que hacerlo concienzudamente.
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less?
Ahí tenéis
And
subtítulo.
finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside.
Hijo de
At this
puta.
time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Hijo de puta.
Ah, welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Vale, supongo que tendré que seguir el camino. ¿Ahora se abrirá aquella? Molaría. No. Vale. Ah, claro, ahora han hecho
Now
una
that we
vallita.
know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
De verdad, me van a devolver a la habitación y me van a decir en plan... Vete. Sí, tiene pinta, ¿no? Vale. Bueno, nos vamos a retirar pacíficamente. Porque no hay más narices.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
La puerta de la izquierda, ¿qué puerta de la izquierda que me está contando? Ah, vale. Ah, vale. Me está diciendo que vuelva a donde hemos empezado. Y elija la otra puerta.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
A ver qué dice.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Hostia, se está deformando el mundo, tío. Espera, ¿qué? Vale, vuelvo. Vuelvo. Vale, ya creo que a partir de aquí ya es seguir esto un poquito. Vale, a ver qué dice ahora.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe after everything we talked about that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to.
No,
I
no.
have to.
Me va a reiniciar el hijo de puta. Me va a reiniciar el hijo de puta. Me ha reiniciado. Ok. Pues otro final. Hostia. Espérate que todavía no termina.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child. Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard.
Y se cierra.
Is behaving exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
Se me está bugueando el juego. Ah, vale, en plan, está simulando que se me buguea el juego. Por eso de que en plan me dan pantallazos. Por ejemplo, ahora mismo no veo nada. Estás tú que voy por la de la derecha. No veo, pero creo que entra por la de la izquierda. No lo sé. Yo de hecho no le he dado el botón de la izquierda. Pantallazo en negro. Vale. Ahora mismo está como que ha bugueado el juego. Y no me joda que la única forma es volver a empezar partida. ¿Qué? ¿Me quedo aquí o qué? Qué bonito es el pantallazo en negro. Quiero una cosa, no puedo verlo aquí. Perfecto. A lo mejor en opciones. Pues nada. Viva la vida, joder. No sé qué hacer. Supongo que por narices tendré que dar a volver a comenzar a partir. Voy a empezar a toquetear cosas como un loco, a ver si algo funciona, pero creo que no. Hostia, ya ve que sí no ha funcionado. No ha funcionado, como que me he salido del juego. Vale, no funciona. Vamos a darle a volver a comenzar. Un final en el que se te queda literalmente pillado el juego. Nice. Ahí esto. ¡Ah! ¡Ah, qué perros! 427, sigo en la misma. Pero mirad ahí fuera, vale.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Un memo es un meme. Después de que me lo haya repetido una... Welcome to whiteboard ending. Vale.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Vale. Esto otra vez nos vemos en el mismo de este, pero quiero ver el de whiteboard ending. Es solo esto. Console Bark. Welcome to the whiteboard ending. Console Bark. Y aquí hay algo como borrado. Vale. O sea, ahí no hay nada más. Simplemente eso. Ok, vamos a continuar por aquí.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No, me da la gana.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Esto que te da todas las puertas ha cambiado el inicio. No sé si eso es lo único que cambiaba en el final este. El hecho de que se te queda bugueado el juego, tienes que reiniciar. Y cuando
The
reinicia...
lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it about this room that called so deeply and so personally to Stanley?
Vale.
Its grace, its subtle charm? No. Stanley knew it was something deeper, something darker.
Dice otra cosa diferente. Mira que aquí, es que ya no me quiero quedar aquí. Bueno, vamos a dejarlo por aquí, chavales.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Ok.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly, but at last he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Va a repetir, a partir de aquí se repite. O sea...
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Vale, pues lo vamos a dejar por aquí porque esto ya empieza a repetirse todo el rato. Lo único era simplemente lo de whiteboard ending y lo de que se bugaba. Así que nada, chavales, espero que os haya gustado. Si dale like, compartirlo, compártelo con tus amigos. Y nos vemos en el próximo gameplay. Adiós. A ver si ha cambiado el... A ver si ha cambiado. Adiós.